It's the JT Cho Show! What's going on, guys?
Hey, everyone. Welcome back to the JT Show. This is your host and co-host, JT and Cut. What are we on, 112?
112. Should be 112.
112?
Yeah.
Let me just double check it while we're filming it.
If I were to put it on a parlay.
Cheers.
Oh, yeah. What you didn't see is the behind the scenes where Taylor cracked his beer open twice.
Yeah, usually we do it.
Oh yeah, this is the podcast. This is the second debut of the Eagle.
We like to start the podcast with a can opening. That's kind of our thing.
Yeah, it's like the little check 1 2.
Yeah,
it's like one of those.
And naturally, I opened it up twice.
Yeah. So now we have to.
So now introducing, as seen on the Joe Rogan podcast, if you've ever heard of it, it's a smaller one.
Yeah.
This is the Beer Eagle. So you pour your
small time podcast. Glad we can shout them out.
It's a freedom funnel. You pour your beer in the top right there, and you say Eagle. Ego.
It's the best way to drink a beer, honestly.
Yeah. We took it with the Michigan game.
Yep. And I did probably about 5 of them before we even walked in. Yeah. I was pretty fucking toasted for that game.
Yeah, let's start about how was your first time experience at the Big House?
So I'm gonna be completely honest. The Big House is a lot smaller than I thought it would be. They pack a shit ton of people in there, and I think it's because the bench seating.
Yes.
But I've been to Oakland Coliseum a shit ton of times for Raider games, A's games, all that kind of stuff, and that stadium feels so much more massive. But there was definitely a lot more people at the Big House than there had ever been at Raider Stadium.
Yeah.
Except for I did get to go to the final Raider game they had in that stadium, and that place was fucking packed, and everyone was like crying as they walked out. They got the dub, but
most NFL stadiums top out around 80,000. Jerry Jones a little bit bigger than that.
Yeah, I'm sure the one in Arlington is. I went to the season opener in I think it was 2014 or 15. It was USC versus Bama. And that stadium was fucking packed too, 90% Bama fans. And I wore a purple tank top because, didn't want to get my shit kicked in by a redneck motherfucker dating a sister.
There's 30 stadiums in the NFL. These stadiums have a base capacity of at least 80,000. So the largest is who?
The largest NFL stadium.
Yep.
For capacity wise.
Capacity.
Obviously. So I guess it's one of the newer ones. If I had in my mind, so
JT Stumpers.
I would say it's. Don't say anything yet. I would say it's either SoFi or Levi. I'm gonna go with SoFi. SoFi's got to have the max capacity.
SoFi's not even in the top 10.
SoFi's not even in the top 10. Wow, is Levi in the top 10?
Not in the top 10.
Wow, that's crazy.
Okay, so I almost want to give you the number 2.
All right, yeah, give me the number 2.
It's one of my favorite stadiums.
Lambeau?
Lambeau's
number 2?
Lambeau has a seating capacity of 81,441.
Wow.
So as an owner, as an owner,
as a minority owner,
that money builds renovations for the stadium.
Okay.
So they've made it bigger over the years. I
would assume it didn't fit 80,000 people.
Lambeau
30
Field's
years
just
ago.
one of those places that they'll eventually they're just going to build a dome over it. They're just They're just going to build a dome over Lambeau, so they can play indoors. But Lambeau's got a grit. My brother called. He's like, "Hey, do you want to go to the Lions game, last game of the season?" Yes, I want to freeze my nuts off and watch a Packers game. It's the best. Anyways,
all right, third guess for all the marbles.
I'll even give you 2 more. And then if whatever
Arizona Cardinals,
not even in the same AFC, so it's an NFC team. And
is it the Viking Stadium's pretty new? Is it Viking Stadium?
No,
fuck.
It's also an AFC stadium.
Oh, it's the fucking MetLife. Wow.
MetLife has.
I mean, that makes sense.
MetLife has 82,500. Lambeau's 81,441. AT&T, Jerry
Okay.
Jones's Palace,
Yeah.
80,000 on the dot.
All right.
Allegedly. This
Allegedly.
is off of BetMGM. So, Arrowhead Field.
Vegas is pretty
I
good.
don't condone in that. Anyways, 76,416. And then just naming without the seating, Emperor Field, Mile High Stadium, Broncos. I've been there and I got heckled to fucking death. Bank of America for the Panthers, which
Okay.
is surprising. Caesar Superdome for the Saints.
That makes sense.
The eighth wonder of the world. Shut the fuck up.
The Mercedes Superdome.
Energy Stadium, beautiful new stadium for the Texans. Highmark Stadium for the Bills, and M&T Bank Stadium for the Ravens.
Interesting. So I've been to the Ravens Stadium.
Patriots, bottom 10.
Wow, that's
66,655.
That's interesting.
And who is the lowest? And it's one of the shittiest fields every fucking year in the NFL.
I mean, I want to say Oakland Coliseum, but that doesn't even exist anymore.
All right. Well, yeah. So I won't count that against you.
That is a shitty fucking stadium.
There's always complaints about the turf, the complaints about the lines.
Oh, fucking Bears.
Soldier Field.
Soldier Field
has the smallest capacity.
Wow, that's crazy. Well, not like it matters anyway. It's not like they're selling out many games.
Yeah, at 61,500. You know,
Justin, I saw a couple of the Bears players talking about it post game, and they said that game that it rained out and it was flooded. They said it's one of the funnest games they've ever played in the NFL. Yeah, they said it made them feel like kids again, fucking sliding around on the fields. Which is kind of cool, but it's interesting to think about though, because like at high school games, they don't give a fuck about field conditions really. Like 9 times out of 10, you're playing on grass anyways. I mean, probably not more, but like. If it rains, it rains. You're playing in it.
Let's slide into the NFL.
Yeah.
Not in the rain. The Bears did beat the San Francisco 49ers, and I think it's inexperience for one, for Trey, and two, the field conditions were so crazy that it's one of those games where if you have a high passing caliber offense and the other offense been struggling and it's those field conditions, it just comes down to the nitty gritty. What's our bread and butter? Mm-hmm. Okay, and then who can there's usually 1 or 2 big plays in the sno.
Yeah, one or two lofty tosses, but for the most part, it's.
But the Bears beating the 49ers, I think it was a fluke. Now they look, their run game was super strong against the Packers, but let's stay with the 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo coming in now making bank after every game that he plays a certain percentage of snaps.
25% of the snaps.
Yep. So the thing that's crazy and that's worrying me a little bit is I think this is the push that Jimmy needs. Mm-hmm. And I think this is the push that the 49ers love. So they're going to get George Kittle coming back in a couple weeks, fully healthy. I hate when players come back and they're limited. They're not really back until they can play. But I think that the 49ers are now a very dangerous team.
I think they're always a dangerous team as far as like the season goes along, just because for some reason, I like the Niners. I love Debo. I think Jimmy Garoppolo kind of got screwed a little bit by Tom Brady. GM. Oh, by Tom Brady, because I think I love Tom Brady, but he definitely ruined the first like 3 years of Jimmy's career. Jimmy could have came in perfectly and just been that guy for real cheap for us, but Tom wanted to stay another year. I think if Tom would have left 1 year early, which I loved every game Tom played for us. Last game he played for us was a playoff game against the Titans, and we got his last pass as a Patriot was an interception to lose a game, but. Thank the man for 6 rings, and best of luck to Jimmy G. I think he's grossly overpaid, especially now. But I wish him the best of luck in San Francisco, and good luck in that division. That division's fucking tough.
Let me give you my 2-week assessment on the Packers. We're below where I want to be. Our run defense is trash. Our secondary is suspicious. We have our stints where we play very well, and we have our stints where we give up all the goddamn yards, and there's no stopping it. And then it's like, are we going to win this game? Now, Aaron's very slow to start this year. 2 passing touchdowns last week. One was a little flip forward.
Call that the ayahuasca hangover.
Yeah. I think that people are like, oh, it's all the off-season shit they did. Bullshit. Okay, you manage your time. You can do as many podcasts as you want. You're famous. Mm-hmm. I just think it's not knowing who is his guy. I mean, Lazard's back.
Lazard's back. He
but
had like 1 touchdown and like
but
15
number
yards.
number 9, our second round draft pick needs a redemption catch.
Oh yeah,
I think
that big fucking that home run drop.
that first play on offense against the Vikings, heartbreaking. But overall, I think the NFC North is a lot tougher than I originally thought it was going to be. Vikings, I mean, the Vikings still had a squad. They got a new head coach, but you're always like, what's going to happen with that? And it's working for them.
Kirk Cousins is the perfect game manager.
Yeah. Darius Big Play Slay shut down Justin Jefferson. And now you're wondering, are the Eagles a dog team? Because they beat the Lions, who also look fucking good. If you haven't,
well,
I will say no. The Lions have an NFL record right now for scoring the most consecutive touchdowns in a row. It was they tied the record during the game in the first quarter at 11,
and they scored a couple other NFL records too that aren't as glamorous.
Yeah, but I'm saying right now, currently, they've scored 30. It's another like no other team has done it in the NFL. How many points they've scored in their last 3 games, and then St. Brown is now has now 8 games in a row where he has at least 8 catches in a game, and those numbers are AB, and those numbers are like your caliber receiver. St. Brown and DeAndre Swift killing it. Hutchinson, he's a dog.
Oh yeah, I love
and Dan Campbell will bite your fucking kneecaps.
Yeah, no, he's probably my favorite coach in the NFL right now as far as like team fucking not morality, but team fucking what is it? Getting people going. What's that word? Team motivator.
Yeah, he builds morale.
He's the best team motivator, I think, in the NFL.
If Dan Campbell told me, if I met Dan Campbell and he's like, if you fucking stop your bullshit, bulk up 50 pounds, and then come talk to me, you bet your sweet ass I would drop the pod. I would drop comedy.
Oh, you'd have to drop 90% of your extracurricular life.
And then I'd be like, what's up? What are we doing? He'd be like, we're building houses for charity. And I'd be like, this is sick because
he wasn't pumped up for it.
I thought I was playing football, but he's just like, you're 31 and you're 5'2", probably 40 isn't gonna get you anywhere.
You think like, you're faster than Eli Manning right now?
100%.
He ran a 5.49.
Yeah, I could beat that one. I'm fast. I'm Tom Brady. I'm faster now than I was my senior year because I was so gumping, dude.
Yeah, I was running like a baby Great Dane.
I really didn't get comfortable in my body until like probably my sophomore year of college when I got a little fat.
I think I was like 20 years old when I finally got comfortable with my height.
So probably when I was about 220.
Yeah.
So I graduated high school 195. When I'm at a solid 220, not fat but just chunky. That's when I started like doing the stupid shit for flag football, and then people look at me like, look at this fat guy, and then I'm like, oh, balling, and then they're like, shit, that's my greatest. If I ever get famous, you got to watch this part. I'm suspiciously good at stuff when it comes to sports. Like, I was outside as a kid till the lights came on, played every sport that you could in the backyard. So I have a lot of really good hand-eye coordination. And you're
definitely sneaky athletic.
And people, look at this ginger.
Yeah, no, that's it. When I first met him, we had it was like flight PT, and we played basketball, and I wasn't gonna pick him. He's a fucking new guy, goofy looking,
ginger.
Didn't think anything of it. You know who else I thought that of too? Fucking Carter.
Yeah.
And that dude, he's shorter than us. He's about 6 feet tall. Jumps through the fucking gym, dude. Like because we played basketball with him, and he wasn't doing anything crazy. And then I was posted with him. I was like, is area soup? And he's like, yeah, next time we do that, just let me know and I'll go up for an oop. And I was like, get the fuck out of here. You can't dunk. He goes, yeah, no, I can't.
Yeah.
And I was like, can I set you up like with this flight chief down low and just toss you an oop? He's like, oh yeah. I was like, how close does it have to be?
Sorry. Big lightning.
I was like, how close does it have to be? He goes, I mean, anywhere within like a 4-foot radius around the hoop and I'll throw it down. I was like, oh shit. And then literally that night we fucking went out and I tossed him one up that was way up high and he grabbed it with both hands. I was like, holy shit.
And the best oop I ever threw was the duck it.
Oh yeah, that guy throws down.
And I got a steal, fast break, no court awareness, just dribble, and he goes backboard. And I was just like, oh, that makes sense. So I just backboarded it, and then duck it just came over top, and he was just like, ah! And I was just like, And then I mean that was probably the coolest in game, but when I was like practicing for tryouts and shit for the Jackson College team, big Nick Minerath, who's on his 11th season in basketball.
Oh, yeah, we'll have to get him on one of these next couple ones.
Yeah, he was on my team, and I was scared when he was dunking because of how ferocious the dunks were.
Yeah.
And then when he
big and violent, huh?
Dude, he's 6'10" and
violent, speed, momentum.
He's been playing European overseas basketball. They call him a import.
Oh yeah.
And he's
American import, dude.
He's got about 11 podcasts, I think, over on his channel. But yeah, he's a good dude for sure. But when that man dunks, and then another shout out to Jackson College, where I went to get my associate's degree. Reggie Johnson would just fucking tomahawk the like windmill dunk. Like he would just be like having his boy throw him his own oops all the time and just coming around and windmilling. And I was just like, I wish I did save a video where it says if you do this workout for 8 months in a row, you can increase your vertical by
the air alert inches, or whatever it is.
And I'm like, all I want to do is lose 15 pounds and just do that workout. And then if I could just grab the rim again, then I can know like then I'm this much closer to dunking.
I can actually I can still grab rim even as fucking fat piece of shit as I am right now. I
can touch it.
Well, yeah, I can get my like around it like that. Like I can't get my palm around it, but I can get my fingers around it.
I could probably touch it.
It's a good feeling. I remember I dunked in front of my uncle one time and he like teared up a little bit. He's like, you know what? I could never do that. And I'm happy you were able to do that. And I was like, yeah, fuck you. I just dunked on you. I was like 18.
We were practicing and we were all on a line, and this was for the Jackson College team. And the coach is like, Taylor, like everyone was like dunking it. He's like, oh, just dunk it. And then he's like, Taylor, dunk it. And I was like, I can't. And he's like, what? And I was like, I can grab rim, but I can't dunk. And he's like, all right, give us a layup. And then I just fucking went up for it.
People were always so like, because when I got in the military, I lost a lot of my bounce, and people were just so like weirded out that I couldn't dunk because like obviously like the other people in our height category was like Duckett and Easterland, and those guys just yam
sauce. One of the best players in the state of New Mexico.
Yeah, it still holds all those records at Clovis High School, which is pretty fucking nuts.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was matched up with all those guys, and like I could play defense against them just fine, but like playing offense against those guys is just rough. Like I hate playing people that are my height.
Yeah, probably my favorite shot in intramurals. My boy, well, you know Miller. Yeah. He was coaching the team because he's like, I'm just not gonna play out coach. And
smart.
And I mean, he played when we were down numbers, but they score right before halftime, and there's a free throw, and he calls a timeout, and he's just saying some shit about some play, and he's talking to. It might have been who's the it started with a B. He was a
Butler.
Barcel. I don't remember his name.
Barcia.
Might have been
played basketball. A little short Mexican dude.
Yeah, he did.
Really?
Yeah.
He wasn't very good at flight PT.
He wasn't good.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say he was not.
He was talking some shit with him and Census, and I just said, and I looked and I said, just give me the fucking ball. Because I was in the. So I come across half court, and and the guy's right up on me, so I just do this dumb pump fake like I always do, like I'm gonna fucking heave a half court shot, but there's like 5 seconds left. So the dude totally jumps, and I take one more dribble across half court, and I just step up and Steph Curry the fuck out of this shot and just drain it. And Miller's like, that's the G-est shit I've ever seen. And I was just like, bro, I had a great first half. I was fucking feeling
You were feeling the sauce, man.
And I was just like, bro, we got 9 seconds left. Just give me the fucking ball, dude. What's gonna happen? Like,
did you see the clip of that dude? I think it was for like a high school state championship game or something like that. And there was like 4 seconds left on the clock, and they're down 2. And the guy looks at his teammate. He goes, yo, just get me the fucking ball. Get me the ball. I'm going to make it. Give me the ball.
Yeah.
And so he throws in the ball, and he does like a little Kawhi, like fade away, like 4 feet off the 3. and just nothing but net, dude. Just drains it as the buzzer goes off. I was like, holy shit.
This might be the same one, but the dude's like across court, and he looks at his bro. He's like, "Trust me." Yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah,
He's
and
like,
then,
give me the fucking ball.
and
I got it.
he's like, "Trust me," and then he hands him the ball, and it's literally one of those shots where you've practiced in that exact same spot, probably in your gym, and that dude's hand was like right there,
right in his fucking face.
That's the one. That little, and it wasn't.
It was
loud.
like a little like mini fade.
It was like one of those things between. It was one of those things between boys where he was like, I got this fucking shot.
Like if me and you were in a game and it was last shot and I was inbounding the ball and you looked at me, you're like, dude, I'd be like, yup, I just fucking soccer toss that bitch all the way across the court.
Yeah. I mean, there's always those plays in football where I was like, I did it. This is when I got yelled at. So we if you were tasked for deployment, you weren't allowed to play contact sports, but I liked kicking.
Apparently flag football is a contact sport.
So I like kicking. So I was like, I asked my commander, I was like, can I just kick field goals and punt the ball? He's like, you want to do anything else? And I was like, well, I might have to pull a flag on the punt, but that's it. And he's like, yeah, that's fine. And we're in the semis, and it's an 8-man league, and I'm the 8th man.
Yeah.
And Butler's like, you got to play center. Which is great because centers can catch passes.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite spots to play.
And so
it's like
he's
a sneaky
he's like, you have to play. And I was like, well, the commander's here, bro. He's like, we got your back. And I was like, bro, I won't go out for any passes at all. I have to, He was like, okay, fine. So last play of the game. Well, it wasn't the last play of the game, but it's like fourth quarter, 2 minutes ago. And it's 4th down, and I was like, bro, I haven't gone out for a single fucking pass all game. Just pass me the fucking ball. We'll get the first, and we'll figure it out. And then when I caught this pass, these two dudes collided, and I just ran the entire length of the field, scored the fucking game-winning touchdown. I was like, yeah, holy shit, woo, whatever. We go for fucking one.
There just fucking
we kick a field goal. As soon as the game's over with, he's like in my fucking office, and I was like, oh fuck. So like one of the sergeants, he was there with me, but man, did I get fucking reamed. and then for the rest of the time,
that's one of the best things to get fucking reamed for, though.
And then I did not use the front door. I snuck in the back door for 2 weeks before we went to pre-deployment training, because I did not want someone to be like, oh, Taylor's here. Let me because if the front little area sees you, they'll call and be like, oh, the guy you're looking for to fucking ream is here. So I wouldn't even cross that ever. Like, unless I knew my home
going through the smoke pit.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. You just avoid it. Yeah, you have those fucking moments.
Yeah, good fucking moments.
Fantasy football is among us all. I heard a cool idea from the You Betcha guys.
Okay.
It would be more fun, and I 100%.
Oh, the 2-man teams or whatever.
The 2 or 3-man teams.
Yeah, I do like that. Yeah.
So basically,
it would have to be a smaller league, obviously, because there's no way you're getting fucking 20 people together for one league. Like, there's just no way.
Well, like, the thing is, though, if you just asked one of your buddies to co-manage a team, so I feel like this league that you drafted for me this year, we could co-manage next year, and just because that's a league where we can still make a good pot.
Yeah, you know what I like too, because that's a ESPN league, right?
Yeah.
What I like about the ESPN league is you can actually add a co-manager to the teams, because that's what my family league does.
You can do it. So you can't do it in Yahoo.
I don't know.
You can
unconfirmed because I've never seen it.
You have to just send. Yes, you can, because in the league I commissioned last year for disgruntled security. There was a co-managed team.
Oh, and you had both their names on it? Okay. Well, yeah, but for ours, so like my 3 girl cousins, they all manage one team, and literally they're all listed on the fucking
which is dope.
Yeah, I think that's sick. Yeah, and then like my aunt and uncle are on one team. So, technically, me and my little brother are on one team, so we have our names on there.
If I ditch, I'll probably ditch one league next year, just because there's 2 people not really participating, and that really pisses me off.
Yeah, that's annoying as fuck.
So after this year, we should do like a league where we find 20 people and then we do randoms, or we just find 10 people and say, bring a fucking friend. Like, because
you know what I wouldn't mind too, because I was actually thinking about this a lot. Doing a league like that, you get it like as many people as you can fucking get, and then you make it like region lock. So like obviously, like if me and Munger are the closest ones together, me and Munger would manage a team.
Yeah,
because we're in the same like time zone kind of.
Yeah.
And then like if Carr's like stationed with someone that we know, then he runs the team with him. You and fucking Earl or whoever could manage a team in Michigan, and then you could even do you can do divisions or like conferences. So you can do like a Western and Eastern conference.
You can split it into tens.
And then you play everyone in your conference. Like let's say there's 5 teams or 4 teams in each conference. You play everyone in your conference twice, and then you have 2 out of conference games.
That'd be wicked.
Yeah, that'd be a fun one. Well, we'll set that up for next year.
So with fantasy football, there's what's the loser gonna do? We're implementing that in our league this year, but I was thinking about picking for the draft picks, and I was thinking, wouldn't it be cool how we kind of do the same system of so I was thinking field goal kickers. So the ball set up a 50-yard field goal. Probably let's make it 55, make it tough or whatever. Somebody blindfolded grabs a randomly spray painted ball. So if a guy finishing last gets 10, guy who finishes in fucking ninth gets 8, 6 and 4, all on a big old thing. Blindfolds, put the fucking ball in thing. If the first ball that gets made gets that first round draft pick for the losers.
Oh, okay.
And then if you,
it'd have to be a fucking someone who wasn't part of the league that didn't really give a shit kicking the balls.
No,
unless they had no idea which ball was which.
We get an NFL kicker.
Oh, good God.
That's what I'm saying. I was thinking because originally when I was thinking
we might, because I know that dude that used to kick field goals for FSU, Destroying,
and we can.
I know he has a cameo thing, and he might do it for a certain amount of money. And we draw straws. Like let's say we have 8 teams, so each team, like first ball would belong to whoever got the first one.
And the field goal kicks are too easy. Same concept with the colored balls. We get a punter. We get Pat McAfee. Spider-Man. Gotta go.
All right, guys, be right back. Hey, man, welcome back.
Yeah, man, sorry.
How was the DMV?
Jackson's just a mess, I heard. So we could get a punter like Pat McAfee. And we could set up like same concept. First ball that he kicks, he's still trying to hit the target. And if that ball hits that target, then that's the first. But if he misses, then it's another ball, and then it's just a random chance. Because I was thinking you could do with an MLB.
We could even pick like yardages. Like someone gets like 1 to or like goal line to 3 yards. Like, someone gets 3 yards to 6.
That's what because what I was thinking.
So if they hit like and it's like out at the 6-yard line or lands at the 6-yard line, then that person gets the first pick of whatever.
Yeah, because what I was thinking too is you could get somebody in baseball, spray paint how many colored balls and just pitch them. And then you just take the distance traveled from home plate. So if it's a home run, we'll just make it a flat rate fee of whatever the fence is. And then and then you measure it, and then whoever has the total distance for all balls hits gets the draft pick. And you could even like talk to I could like talk to like my alma maters and see if that's possible. But then I was like, wait, why am I thinking baseball for football? But then I was like, all right, football you could do. So like, I mean, like I'm gonna have to start writing some good letters.
Yeah.
Military league.
We'll get on that. We'll talk about that offline a little bit. That's definitely an interesting concept.
Because they do the social media stuff.
And I'm super down to commission another fucking league. Obviously, we can't be on the same team because commissioner, co-commissioner, whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm down to commission another league where it's
because then like I could bring in Earl.
Yeah.
So like it's like basically what it is we get 10 dudes and we say you at least have to have one other dude to run this team with you.
You have to have 2 people.
Yeah, and
that does I do like the way they have that set up too, because that means you could be sitting there on the couch and like if me and my buddy have Jamar Chase, he scores a tutty, we stand up, we're like, fuck yeah, even though we don't give a shit about Jamar Chase.
That'd be a league where I'd like to go no keepers.
Yeah.
Because I would like the opportunities to possibly, I don't like my we want to trade co-commissioners. I want to go on this dude's team this year. So you can trade your partners within the league if you want to. So if like me and Pepper were running the team together and I was like, I don't like how aggressive Alex is, which I would never say because he's doing more research.
You heard it here first, clip a chat.
But I'm just saying like, I'd be like, me and this guy wants to switch and then you could just run. But it'd be kind of cool to do that because like they said, no other person in the world gives a shit about your fantasy football team except for you.
Yeah. It's crazy. That'd be really funny though. Like I'm going to trade Taylor for a 3rd round pick next year.
Yeah.
Or like something weird,
I want Taylor.
Yeah.
Third round pick.
Third round pick. Give me fucking Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
I don't think you're worth Justin Herbert, by the way. That's a terrible trade.
But yeah, that's the shit I was thinking about for fantasy football. And then
That's not a bad one.
Yeah, and then yeah, other than that though, you want to get some cut stumpers?
Oh yeah, we got a good cut stumpers. Fucking roll the thing.
Hell yeah.
Cut stumpers coming in hot. All right, so I got 25 questions. They're fast though.
Mm-hmm.
Let me open this up real quick.
I'm gonna edit this tomorrow at lunch.
Nice. All right, so this game is called Guess Their Age. So there's 25 dudes and chicks, whatever, bunch of people, celebrities, whatnot.
I already love this game.
Yeah. So I'm gonna name.
Here,
I'm gonna name a person.
I'll tally it.
I'm gonna name a person. Okay. And you have to guess what their age is, and you have to hit it on the nose to get any points.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. All or nothing.
All or nothing.
Okay. W's and L's. 25, right?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Fernando Tatis Jr.
26.
23.
Damn, he's real young.
Yeah, he is real young. I thought that one would get you.
I wanted to go. Originally, I was like, oh well, he's got to be young, but I was like, but he's so good, he's got to be a little.
Yeah,
older.
right.
Yeah.
I was gonna do. He's not on here, but I was gonna do Ronald Acuna Jr.
I love this game.
He's 22. Isn't that fucking nuts?
Knocking fights.
And he's like a 99 overall in the MLB games.
Yeah.
Anyways, number 2 guy, Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Older.
Yep.
57.
66.
Damn.
Luka Doncic.
Oh man, 27.
23.
Damn, he's young as fuck.
So young.
Man, he's been in the league for like what 4 years now.
Yeah.
So it's like, but
he came in at like 19.
But I'm just used to the old.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking NCAA.
Mark Norman.
The 34.
Comedian. 39.
39. Damn, Mark Norman, you looking good for 30.
Cordero Patterson just traded for him.
24.
31. He's been in the league for a minute.
Damn. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
That was a dumb guess.
Wayne Gretzky.
68.
61.
Damn. That's the ballpark.
Yeah, you're close. Dave Portnoy.
Oh, he's 41.
45.
Damn.
Dr. Disrespect.
42.
40 on the nose.
Damn. So close.
All right. So this is her name is Millie Alcock. She plays Rhaenyra Targaryen.
22.
22. Nailed that one.
I know that because I had to look it up.
Yeah. I figured that'd be a free one. We definitely had to look that
I had
one
to
up.
pause the episode and look it up to see how uncomfortable I would get.
Episode 2 spoilers. All right, so this is Matt Smith. He plays her uncle, Daemon Targaryen.
Oh man, he's got to be like 38,
39.
Damn,
you were so close to that one, which makes that scene a little weirder. He's fucking 39. She's barely 22. Anyways,
who does he think he is? Leo.
All right, Shohei Ohtani.
Oh, he's like 22,
28.
Damn.
He played in the fucking Asian League for a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Which that sounds terrible, but we don't know exactly which league he played in.
Yeah.
He played in a different baseball league.
Yeah. Logan Paul.
Oh, he's 34.
27.
Fuck you, Logan Paul. You old fuck.
Andrew Tate.
38.
35. Damn. Z-Laner.
26.
23.
Damn, you're young,
You're a young boy. All right, so
very mature for a 23-year-old, but man, you say fuck, and I love it.
The Boy Meets World star Ben Savage played Corey Matthews.
44.
42.
Fuck, I've been saying 42 so much that I was like, no way, it's 42.
And the reason I put him in there is because next is Beard Meets Food.
36.
37.
Damn,
so
it was
close.
So close. Yeah.
So close.
Because he said his age a while back, and I thought it was 36, but his birthday.
He's a lot older than I thought he was. He looks good with the beard.
Yeah. So
next one is Randy Santel, Atlas.
Oh, he's an old man. He's like 45.
36. He's younger than Beardy.
Whoa,
by
get
a
the
year.
fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Wow,
Isn't that crazy?
They look like he looks like your dad's fucking varsity dad.
Yeah, right? Emma Watson.
Oh, fuck. Okay, so she's got to be 30. Okay, so Harry Potter came out when I was in the 5th grade, and they entered Hogwarts approximately the same age as we were. So she's got to be like 33.
32.
Damn it! It was mine. I was like, maybe.
You're right there, man.
It was my no, but I was like, maybe she's a year older because she's an actress.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was around my age, so it was either 32 or 33.
You're right there. All right, the next one is Jim Parsons. He plays Sheldon on Big Bang Theory.
I know who Jim Parsons is.
I'm saying it for the fans.
Bazinga. Yeah. 41.
49.
Damn.
He's old.
Yeah.
Adam Sandler.
He's walking around with a cane. He's 52.
56.
Damn, I read something. I knew he's in his 50s because like 56-year-old Adam Sandler walking around with a cane after his hip surgery. I'm like, this man needs to be in 2K.
All right, the next one is Patty the Batty.
26.
27.
Damn, so close.
You're right there for a lot of them.
Yeah.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
73.
75.
Yeah.
He's an old boy. Phil Mickelson.
57.
52.
Yeah, I gave him a few years. His face is looking bad.
All right, we got 2 left. Steph Curry.
34.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
On the nose. 34 years old.
I know that stat because I love Steph Curry.
All right, the last one.
Best shooter you ever watch.
Brett Favre.
The scandalous fucking welfare motherfucker. So he played into his late 40s.
Early 40s, but yeah.
Well, yeah, his late 30s or early 40s. I think he retired at 42. So that was 2010. So 52. So I'm gonna go 53.
52.
52. Damn it!
You're right there. You said it too.
Yeah, I was like, I'll just give him.
Where'd you go? You 2 for 50?
Yeah.
Or 2 for 25?
2 for 25.
Jesus Christ.
I was really close on some of them though.
So what is that? Some quick math here. Yeah, you're running in at a whopping 8%.
Yes.
That's gnarly.
But
that's Cut Stumpers at its finest right there.
Game.
Yeah, that was a pretty good one, right?
I don't know. I was so close.
I started off with just 5, and I was going to do a couple other games.
Some of them I can get like what we should do is we should set an overall bar for points.
I was going to give you a 1 up or 1 over. Like I was going to give you a 1 year like radius for it. But then I was thinking about it, like the young guys, that'd be too easy.
Mm-hmm.
But it just got too complicated in my head. So I was going to give you like 3 years for the old dudes that were like over 50.
We could do like on the money's 5.
Mm-hmm.
If you're within the 5s, then that's 3. If you're within 1, that's 2. And then if you're within 10, then that's 1.
I don't mind that. So I'm gonna actually the next couple podcasts you watch of us, that's gonna be the game, but I'm gonna do categories.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be like, I don't know, Barstool.
Yeah.
And it'll be like the workers at Barstool, or it'll be streamers, and it'll be a bunch of streamers. Now he's gonna go study all these ages.
No. I was also thinking, we watch a lot of anime, so maybe we kind of do like a segment where we might watch a series and either give it the seal of approval or not for us.
Yeah.
And then we can, reach out to a wider audience. I think that'd be pretty neat.
I wouldn't mind that.
Like spend like 5 or 10 minutes of the episode, not every episode, just be like, hey, so we checked out blah, 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 blah. Like if I had to give one right now, Psycho Mob, season 2, seal of approval.
Okay. It'll be the season opener.
Yeah. But yeah, so we'll work on it. But yeah, man, it was good Cut Stumpers today. Good podcast today. We'll be playing games, but you guys don't know this because I'm not going to edit it till I'm at lunch tomorrow.
Yeah, so it'll be coming out,
Wednesday-ish. Yep, and then the picks we filmed tomorrow. If you haven't watched our other show, it's called The Picks.
Oh yeah, definitely got to check out the picks because I'm actually curious who won.
We've gotten 66 views on episode 1 this season, 40 on YouTube, and whatever on Instagram.
That's pretty good.
001, and then episode 2 is right there.
If you guys didn't know, I'm the reigning champ from last year, but I had a tough week 1. I was below 500, but
and we didn't. And this week's looking pretty rough for us.
Yeah, this week's These are
We're-
tough,
we're
man. You're
experts.
basically if you guys don't know, you're basically picking the money lines pretty much. It's
Yeah.
like win loss, who do you think's
Win-loss.
gonna win
Yep.
every game of the week.
We don't count ties.
We give
count
we give a score for the late game on Monday because apparently there was 2 this week. I don't know how often that's gonna happen, but
Yep. And then that's the tiebreaker for the week. So whoever has
Yeah.
the total overall points.
yeah.
Yep. And you can't have the exact same score.
Mhm.
And then if it's ever like
And it's the over under for the scores too. So if you say it's 24-24, then your over unders,
48.
48. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if the final score ends up equaling out 50 and no one else was within those couple points, then you end up taking the star that week.
And then if they tie after that, it's Rochambeau.
Yeah.
It's rock, paper, scissors. So check that show out. It's on our YouTube page. More content to come.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.